Okie dokie. So this time what we're going to do, I want to just add a bit of rotation, a bit of banking to the ship as it moves up or down to make it feel a bit more natural. And I suppose the other thing we should probably do is fix that, that wall behind that everything, so it just crashes into. So let's start with the player banking. Now, how are we going to do this? So, I think, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some more inputs. So the same inputs, the up and the down. So I'm just going to go to edit input, but I'm going to do these as action mappings. So with that way we get the pressed and released. Action up and action down. Action D. Cool, so that way we've got a few more inputs we can read. Now, on the action up, for example, when we press action up, we're going to want to get our spaceship and set the world rotation to, 30. I think it's Y. Pretty sure it's Y. But don't forget, earlier we locked the constraints, so I'm pretty sure it's Y. Z rotates that way. Okay. So let's test it. So if we press W, cool, we can see this shit looks like it's going up. Okay, there's things to tweak and refine. We'll get there. Let's so when it's released, what we'll do is let's duplicate that. Maybe do it like as a small number. I don't know, 20. And when it's released, we're going to set it back to 0. Cool. That looks all right. And let's do the same thing for action down. Action down. Now again, tweak the values as you feel appropriate for yours, and this will be like -20. Okay, let's have a little look-see. Oh, why that? Oh, because I pressed D, set it to D, not S. Come on, John. Project settings, inputs. Action down should be S, not D. Cool. Okay, we now have up and down. It snaps, which if we had a lower number probably wouldn't look too bad, but will do. Maybe we'll do like a smooth interpolation to that soon. There's an issue where, like, if it hits the thing, it's sort of like rotating quite a lot. But again, we'll fix that. We'll fix things one at a time. One at a time. Did that move off the? I think what just happened as well is I think I moved forward, which stopped me sort of shooting. So let's lock that position as well. So I'm going to go back to my spaceship, and you remember those constraints. Feel like it's that one we want to lock. No, not that one. It's X. Then. Because I think what happened is I sort of ended up moving off my line, which meant I couldn't shoot the bad guys anymore. Yeah. Cool. So to fix this back wall, what I'm probably going to do is do it in kind of the same way, I guess, that we did this. So I'm going to use this tick again. I'm just going to, like we did before, I'm going to get the spaceship and I'm going to say get world position, because we kind of need to know what sort of value we're looking at. Not position, I guess location. Print string, split it, Was it X? Nope, it was not X. It was Y. So whatever numbers I get from this will probably be different to yours. But so we kind of don't want to go past minus 2000. So like saying, it's kind of the same way that we did this before. You see here with the right, I'm just going to kind of do the same thing. So I'm going to say, if the world location is less than, what was it, minus 2000? We'll just do minus 8 for the sake of test. No, minus 2000. Just say it's minus 2000, John. So if it's less than minus 2000, then do this. However, if it's false, do this. So Control D works sometimes, but not other times, and I don't know why. So again, just like we did before, we're going to just set this to be minus 500. Okay, let's test it. Let's delete this wall. Or just move it over there, or delete it. Ooh, okay, we've got an error. What did I forget to do? Oh, I forgot to set a target. So if we move left, yeah. So that's sort of stopping us going too far off the screen. That's quite nice. I might actually go like 19. But I'm happy with that. That's sort of fixed that issue now. What next? So I think I'm sort of mostly happy with what we've got going on. What I might do though is, let's just do a quick test for doing this more smoothly. Now, this part's optional. If you're finding everything tricky so far, maybe just leave it as is. But if you do, let's have a look. What we probably want to do is create a timeline or a yimeline. We'll call it banking in. And it's just going to have a simple, short thing. Let's say like over 0.2 seconds, going to go up to 1. And the whole thing will be 2.5 seconds. I'm also going to right click this and make it sort of smoother. Now, okay, so now we've got that timeline. We're going to want a lerp. And that is going to go between 0 and 20. So by default, we're at 20. But by default, we're at 0, but we're going to want to go up to 20. Right? So if we play that, we update that. Okay, let's give that a test. Ooh, I'm surprised that worked. So, let's. I'm just gonna increase that angular dampening as well to like 1 to stop it being so much. Now, when we do that, if we put that in reverse from end or from, so if we let go, now it sort of banks out, which is quite nice. So we go up, it smooths in and it smooths out. I think that's quite nice. I forgot to change the bad guy bullets. I'll do that in a minute. Awesome. I am surprised that worked so well. Without too much messing about, I genuinely thought I was going to probably be a bit harder. Right, let's do it again then for the banking down. So create another timeline. Banking down. Add a float track. Oh, sorry, I should have said it was for hold shift and click to assign as points. John, you're supposed to be explaining this step by step. What a terrible teacher you are. Right click in, assign in auto, assign the timeline length. Probably could set it to actually be 0.2. I don't think that'll make much difference, really. Play from start, play from reverse, and just like we did before, we're going to want LERP. LERP float, not into A, but into that. And it's going to be minus 20. Yeah. Alright, let's test it again for going down. Let's... that didn't... that didn't work, I'm thinking to myself. Because you're not assigned it, John. I'm like, why didn't that work? Because you're not finished it. Cool, go up, fine. We go down, fine. Oh, look at that. That is buttery smooth. You know what? I might not even finish these tutorials. I might just release this game on Steam and become a millionaire now. Why is it just spawning pinkies? Okay. Should have probably done some blueies as well. Bluey. Oh! Oh! It's becoming, they're all looking pinkies because I duplicated my baddie, didn't I? And then when we do the animation flash, where's the getting hurt, the health part, it reverts back to its original material, and it actually should be Atlas 2. That's why they're all looking pinkies. If you didn't watch this far in the video, you are also going to have that problem. And I wonder how long it'll take you to find it and figure it out. Okay, that'll do for this one. Making good progress. I might do a couple of visuals on it next time, because it's starting to... Now the gameplay is starting to be there. I think visuals will just help it pop. Cool. Okay, thanks for watching.